like my clique.
This is grown folk music, nigga.
Y'all niggas shit is starting to sound like my shit. Can you get off my
I am not a dreamer, homie, I am a dream. I'm not a team player, see I own the team. I have no choice but to win, homie, I am a winner. I'm a seasoned vet at this shit, I am not a beginner. The Lord even blesses his bad seeds, I am a sinner. Keep the heat around so I'm warm and hard of the winter. I make it smooth like the quiet storm on. You gotta love it, I'm thugging. You say you ain't feeling this, you bugging. I break it down for you effortlessly. F-I-F-T-Y-C-E-N-T. Go ahead, say my name in your verse for the attention it brings, and be famous for getting your ass kicked like Rodney King. It's on.
Y'all niggas know that y'all can't shine like my clique.
Yeah,
Y'all niggas shit is
while I got you listening,
sound like my shit. Can you get off my dick?
The new G6 is in stores. G in the sneakers. G. Come on, man. I ain't got time for that little shit. Get out of here. Niggas know me, man.
I make a movie out of.
Come on.
I make a movie out
I
of.
come through, man. Niggas change up, man.
I make a movie out
Talk crazy when I ain't around there.
I make a movie
niggas
out
know
of.
niggas wanna front.
I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that cat, I make an action bag movie out of. Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that cat, I make an action bag movie out of.
We by the bar with the Chris, gorillas in the mist. You motherfuckers try to front, I go bananas with the clips. Got a hollow tip habit, I bulletproof the whips. My tires run on flats, you know I stay with gas. I hit the stash, pop out the Mac, try and pop out your back. More than sweat, and pop out your rack. Come on, man. I ain't got time for that little shit. Get out of here. Niggas know me, man.
I make a movie out of.
Come on.
I make a movie out
I
of.
come through, man. Niggas change up, man.
I make a movie out of.
Talk crazy when I ain't around there.
I make a movie out of. Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that cat, I make an action bag movie out of. Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that cat, I make an action bag movie out of.
We ride a bar with the Chris, gorillas in the mist. You motherfuckers try to front, I go bananas with the clips. Got a hollow tip habit, I bulletproof the whips. My tires run on flats, you know I stay with gas. I hit the stash, pop out the Mac, try and pop out your back. More than sweat, and pop out your rack. Man, I'm the super bitch. You give super head, I make you super rich. I make stupid rich. I know lots of tricks. Type niggas that don't think and follow they dick. What more can I say? It's a beautiful day. Your vest ain't gon' work if you hit with the K. So brave when it's spray, you're not in the way. You running, you pussy, you scared of me.
Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that cat, I make an action bag movie out of. Niggas wanna front. I make a movie out of. I leave him flat on his face with shit oozing out of. Niggas wanna stunt. I know what to do about him. Hand me that cat, I make an action bag movie out of.
Son, look at this nigga, son. This nigga's a fucking movie, son. Fucking comedy, man. The fucking comedian, man. That's why I don't be playing with these niggas, man. Man, y'all niggas better get the fuck out.
Local trap. It's DJ Hurricane and the Go-Getters.
It's the man. Welcome to Showface. Soon as you call me what you want, just don't call me woke. And you now rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you like the video. Share the video. All right? Look. So Lord Jamar was wilding about Drake. It says some real things about Drake. You know, Lord Jamar used to be on Vlad TV and people used to hate him. He used to be controversial. He used to really speak his mind. But now, since Kendrick has pushed Drake 20 feet into the dirt, there's been a different perspective from the masses. I want you to hit the like and share the video. Special shout out to what's this podcast called? I'm trying to think. Thanks for asking, podcast. That's right, champs. Salute to them. This was very interesting. I hit the like, share the videos to Mayor.
I ain't never seen that shit. But what I heard Kendrick say, I didn't hear in the song, I didn't hear him say, he can't say nigga. I heard him say, it's cringeworthy when he says nigga. Yes. That's what I heard.
He said that. He definitely said that.
And I totally agree. It is cringeworthy. You know why it's cringeworthy?
Why is cringeworthy?
Because this nigga don't talk like a nigga. Okay? This nigga, like, have you seen the different accents that Drake possesses?
Yeah.
There's a Jamaican Drake. There's a fucking, British Drake. There's a white, regular, like, Jewish fucking Drake.
There's a bunch of Drakes. Chinese, Siamese Drake, BBL, Drizzy. All right, CDL, you got truck driving Drizzy. All right, you got all types of Drizzy. Okay? It's not just one, there's multiple. Multiple personalities. I heard what Sheryl Crow said about Drake. I didn't think it was that important, though. I ain't gonna lie. But champ, there's all types of Drake. You got a Drake of all kinds. He's right. Let's continue.
And then there's this fucking Atlanta Drake. There's also a Toronto Drake, because they got a little fucking slang up there too. Yeah. Like, so all these different Drakes that this motherfucker comes out with, like, but it seems like the way he really talks is like, yeah, you know, and then, you know.
That's the real voice.
And then I was thinking that, you know, maybe I could invest my stocks in a 401k, and that way it would really mature in such a way. That's how the nigga talk. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's like, when it's time to get on the record, it's like, yeah, shawty. Like, you know, like all of a sudden he got this little twang in his voice. Right. And now that's when he's talking all this nigga shit. Like, you know.
If Drake wasn't an actor, he would never be able to pull off this rapping thing. Let's be honest. Without him being able to act, he cannot channel the Americanization of himself, champ. He's not American, okay? But he somehow seemingly manifested his way into the black inner cities, musically, some way, somehow. You dig? But we know that Drake isn't that way. We know Drake is different. We know Drake is not that type of person. We know when Drake is in interviews, that an interview Drake is not the same as the Drake that you see on stage. It's not the same as the Drake that you hear on music in general. That's not the same Drake. The Drake in the interviews is the real Drake. Not the Drake on the songs. That's an act. That's Hollywood, champ.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's almost, if you,
I never thought of it until Kendrick said that. Like, he got those accents, and I didn't like them accents.
Cringeworthy /
people don't like Kendrick's
insulting, yeah. And the only reason why he kind of gets away with it is because his father's black. But here's the thing: he didn't grow up.
Dennis Graham is black, but he don't sound black. Dennis Graham sounds like Scrappy Doo and Stuart Little, nigga. He don't have a black accent. He don't talk like a black person, champ. I ain't gonna lie. He just sounds like some old jazzy person. You feel me? He don't talk like a nigga though. I ain't gonna lie. Drake's pops ain't too. You could tell he don't eat fried chicken. You could just tell. You know what I'm saying? He's different. He's not how black folks are. Not at his age anyway. He's just not that. Okay, Dennis Graham is not a Negro champ. Let me say that. He just ain't that, man. I'm gonna be honest. You feel me? Like, he just ain't black, bro. He don't dress black. He don't do nothing black. His mustache ain't black. He don't do nothing black. All right, I'm just gonna be honest. Look at a Dennis Graham interview, and you tell me if I'm lying. Okay.
Up with his father. He grew up with his mama, with his white mama in a white neighborhood. So again, it makes it clear. I could see if you was one of these mulattoes that grew up in a black neighborhood with a black family around black people, and that was part of your vernacular growing up. You ain't really start saying nigga in this kind of way until you started rapping.
Yeah.
Before that, you were saying, I hate these niggers. A clip of him and Rosenberg. And Rosenberg was like, do you know how big you're going to be in the Jewish community? And fucking Drake said, do you know how big I'm going to be?
Right.
Back to him. Like, nigga, I know. Like, they already told me.
I received the blessing.
They already gave me the Illuminati.
Aware of this.
Wink,
Right.
wink.
Right.
You about to be the man.
Right.
Crazy. Hold on, we got new towns members. Salute to Miss Toy Toy 93. Becoming a member of the town. You are officially in a citizen of Gotham. Salute to you. Hopefully you pay taxes, but you just did. Hit the like shit video.
And now fast forward. He's one of the biggest rappers.
Is Yasin Bey's statement ring even truer now? When he was saying that Drake's music is like, what he said, Target? It's just in the background.
Target music, like that you playing.
And
Target.
it has no
pop.
depth to it, and it has no substance and stuff like that.
Nothing,
I
really.
mean, yeah, it's just, but he shouldn't have said that with a skirt on. That's the only thing. Like he fucked up the impact.
I said that too. Like, most deaf. What was you doing in a skirt, gang? Why was you dressed up like Rowdy Piper, my nigga? You came and you said, "Hey, champ, you make mall music, you make retail store music, champ, and you got the audacity to have on a mini skirt, all right, with maybe jeans in the inner lanes of the skirt. What did you have? How you had a ballerina skirt on, gang? You had a ballerina skirt, and I'm assuming some denim jeans, right? I don't know what you had on. You had something on though. It was a dress, right? Rowdy Piper style. What was up with that? A kilt, a dress. Listen, you're in America, bro. We don't wear kilts. Skirts, kilts, we don't wear them. What were you doing as a rapper wearing that? That's just out of your element, gang. You're too out of your element. You dig? You talking crazy, but you look crazy, nigga. You feel me? Insane.
What he said.
He had a skirt on when he said that.
He fucked up the impact of what he said by wearing that shit. Like, you can't say a nigga not real and then do some not real nigga shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, can't do that. But other than that, I usually.
That nigga Mos Def had a sundress on. You telling me he did it, nigga? This nigga had a sundress on, bro. Talking crazy. Like, yo, bro. You're gonna have to chill, nigga. You had a pair of Chelsea boots on in a sundress. We're gonna need you to relax. You got a sundress and Chelsea boots, nigga. You need to have a seat, nigga. You rethink your wardrobe, champ. All right? You got a pair of suede boots and a goddamn sundress. All right, champ? We're gonna need you to get it together. All right? You look like you about to go water some daisies, nigga, talking about whose hip-hop is not hip-hop and whose ain't, whose is and whose ain't. You feel me? Cut it out, bro. You look like you about to water some plants, my nigga. You can't dress like that and then talk crazy. It just doesn't go together. Feel me? But he wasn't lying, however, champ. You look insane, champ.
Love Mos Def, Yasin Bey, as a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dope. He's super dope.
He's a good actor too.
Yes, he is.
He's a really good
Yes,
actor,
he
man.
is.
People sleep on that, but his movies was really good and powerful.
Word.
Speaking of that, because you was talking about Kendrick, can it be a is it possible? Because you was in a major label, on a major label. Is it possible to be conscious and profitable at that level?
It's a good question.
I can't tell you that because it's never happened to me like that.
Mm-hmm.
To be profitable, I just looked up. I just looked up a few like outfits. You know, and I feel like if I gotta wear stuff like this, like,
oh,
I don't know if I want to be profitable like that. Like
Kendrick with the crown and the like bell bottom shoes.
Put that on the thing when he show it, right?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, but Chuck D and them, I guess, was probably the last almost profitable ones.
I can't get with all the baggy clothes. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas got parachutes on. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, Kendrick is a great artist and all that, but bro be looking insane. I mean, the nigga wore a pair of Nike Shocks in 2024. Bro had on Nike Shocks in 20. This guy is a menace. I don't know one. I don't even know a homeless person that would wear Nike Shocks, champ. They would at least have more up-to-date shoes, but Nike Shocks is very 2009-ish. Feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't putting on no nigga. I ain't putting no Glad bags. Niggas is wearing Glad bags on they legs and whatnot. You got too much room in your leg region, gang. Like a beehive can be created within your pants. I'm a bit worried. It's summertime too, gang. You're gonna wear baggy clothes in the summer, champ. All right, you're gonna have a beehive, a bird's nest in your pants when you wake up. We got too much space, champ. All right, there's way too much space in the attire that everyone's wearing. You dig? There's too much space. Now you could park your car. If you don't got a driveway, well, your pants got a room to park the whip. You feel me? You could do it. You could put the car on reverse and drive into your pants leg. Because you don't got no parking space outside. Because you got too much space in your leg region, gang. There's too much baggy clothes, right? Respectfully, you could fit a bunch of migrants in your pants. You can pay rent in those pants. That's how much space there is. You can have a kitchen and bathroom in your pants. Pause. Okay? I'm just saying, this is ridiculous.
Them terrorists weren't being conscious and stuff like that. I can't think of nobody too much.
I'd say
who?
I'd say Public Enemy.
Yeah, Public Enemy.
Yeah. Like they were super profitable.
Right.
Because the white people loved Public Enemy.
Yeah.
For some reason. Just white people love Brand Nubian too.
Yeah,
not for nothing.
Definitely.
Like they loved Brand Nubian, but they didn't do the bootleg shit to them the way they did to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when the one with that mouth, and when the one that with that mouth like me, that would talk like me, my man Griff.
Oh man,
they had to get him out of there.
Yeah, Professor
he's
Griff.
Unplugged. Yeah, Griff was, he's too real.
It was that jewelry comment, I think it was.
Nah, nigga, Professor Griff used to have YouTube in a chokehold back in 2009, bro. Bro was bringing out the Mook Hollywood stories about Will Smith and them, if you remember, if he was around. Way back in there, yeah, YouTube used to be in a chokehold. He used to have wild videos exposing niggas for being Mook in Hollywood and all that. You know what I'm saying? All the ritualistic stuff. Yeah, he was one of those. Yeah, YouTube had an era. There was an era for that on YouTube where they had a conspiracy things. That's not a thing no more. They got rid of all that. All that is a dub now, champ. You know what I'm saying? Boy, oh boy. Listen, make sure you hit the like button and share the video. There's some more things we're gonna get into, man. Yeah, Act was going in about the Joe Budden taking credibility from the reason that Drake got buried by Kendrick. And you heard me speak on it, but now you're gonna hear Joe actually speak on it, because people said I was wrong about what I said. They were saying, "Oh well, Joe Budden didn't actually take credit, saying that, hey, I'm the reason Drake got buried." They said he created some type of, I guess, pattern of bars that would, help Kendrick somehow destroy Drake. Let's hear what Joe was saying.
Is it this? Allow YouTube ads. Yeah, that's Joe, my man. I get his ad dollars. Let's go. I'm trying to play the original point.
The thoughts.
Okay, here we go.
Friends disagree. And listen, hey yo,
how you doing on our bet?
I'm cool.
Scale right there.
What about?
We gonna get to you crying about that Hollywood Unlocked award.
And that matters.
That's
Well, I started with profile.
Yeah.
Profile. It starts there. Kendrick is way different. I was mad it got clipped up that way, but engagement farming, I get it. Have a blast.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, okay. No, he was commenting on this. So he was commenting on spaces he did where he said something that went viral, and it was this.
As far as your other point, I'll share some really, it may come off the wrong way, it may sound narcissistic, but I don't think any one man takes down Drake. I think that was a baton. I think I passed the baton to Push. I think Push passed the baton to Kendrick, and the job is done now. That's how I feel in my head and my heart.
That's crazy.
But that's looking at Drake as more than just a person. That's looking at him as an entity, a business,
Yeah.
That's a wild baton to pass, by the way. Yeah.
As far as your
Okay. Now he explained that, and I want to give him his proper due by him.
We're gonna get to you crying about that Hollywood Unlocked Award.
Can you explain the Ish? Because Ish looks confused. He has no idea what you're talking about with this baton passing.
Ish, they set me up for the gusto again. But I walk into the trap because Joe Budden. We on the spaces. The Drake topic won't die. A Joe Budden fan.
By the way, Joe is right about that. Everybody keeps thinking Ak or Joe or whoever is obsessed with talking about Drake. First and foremost, for everybody who's discussing us talking about them, me and Joe Budden are the only media entities that were mentioned in the battle. Drake literally mentioned the Joe Budden podcast on Taylor Made Freestyle. Kendrick mentioned me on 616, and I'm literally sampled on push-ups. So for the rest of y'all media niggas, y'all are the ancillary niggas. Like, y'all are the niggas that just keep going. I'm not dragging it. I'm in it.
Let me tell you something. This shit ain't never gonna get old. So people keep saying, this Drake and Kendrick Day needs to die. It's not gonna die, bro. It's not gonna die. And here's the reason why. This is the biggest rap beef ever because of how big Drake is and how big Kendrick is. This is the biggest, RP, the biggest, back and forth in rap history based on the popularity. This is actually affecting the real world. The real world is affected by this beef, bro. There's real life things happening because of this beef. This beef is affecting other things in other sectors. You understand? This beef is never going to end. And here's why it's not going to end. Drake is going to continuously try to take shots and do weird things. You see him trying to get with Mustard's ex, follow DJ Mustard's ex on Instagram. You see weird things happening. You see him following Mos Def's daughter who just turned 18, which is very weird, by the way. So this beef is kind of ongoing. And there's no telling when this will actually end because at this time, it's like, bro, anything's possible. And then you got Kendrick dropping an album that features like 6 more Drake disses. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all could say, the end is getting old, but champs, new developments happen every day at this point. I'm just telling you. Hit the like, share the video.
Joe not dragging it. He's in it. For the rest of you niggas, y'all should hang it up. Just to be very clear. And I just gotta, I gotta say that because me and my mans, we 1 and 2, we trade spots every now and then. You feel what I'm saying?
Clearly a Joe Budden fan, like a music Joe Budden fan. Says, hey, Joe, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, don't you think that in terms of like the information that was used in the battle that you kind of laid the blueprint for? And I'm down south, just walking around outside. Little Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, and I'm like, you know what? Yo, anytime you say to yourself, you know what? Some bullshit is coming out. But I'm standing, I'm dead ass. So I say, you know what? This is going to sound arrogant, a little narcissistic, but I don't care, fuck it. I'm talking to my people.
There's other people there.
Nigga don't know you.
That's where you always go wrong.
Yo, I used to think that when we were streaming. Remember when we had like 3,000 people watching our stream? I'd be like, yo, I could tell y'all little secrets about the industry nobody will ever know. I'm only talking to y'all. And then once I started making the blogs for everything I said, I'm like, oh, this is a really public platform. But if y'all don't know my streaming history, I started streaming because I hated not hated the fact I had 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Hold on. I gotta make somebody take time because you being weird. You're gonna have to take 5. I want you to hug your shadow, have some self-love. How could you hate the mayor but tune into how could you hate the mayor but tune into the mayor? That doesn't make sense. That means you love the mayor. So you're gonna have to have some self-love so you realize that you love the mayor. You don't come on the mayor's platform saying, "Oh, I hate the mayor," but you're tuned in. So are you really mad at the mayor or do you love the mayor? It's weird. I don't know. All right, the Franks. I'm just telling you right now, the mayor's Frank stand doesn't have benefits like OVO. Like we don't have gift cards. We don't have, 50% off this day, happy hour. We don't have that. All right, I don't care how much of a Frank stand regular you are. You're gonna be paying full price for Franks. All right, the Franks are always full price. There's no special deals on Franks. 2 for 1. Nah, we ain't got all that. All right, you're gonna pay the same price you pay every year. We don't care how often you come over to the Frank stand, champ. But you're gonna have to hug your shadow though, respectfully. You heard? Respectfully though. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, man, like this thing with Drake. Drake is going through it, bro. He's really going through it. And I seen the Camila Cabello. I seen the song that she did with Drake, and it had a lot of dislikes as expected. I mean, we knew that it would happen. I mean, come on, like we didn't know it was gonna get so many dislikes. It was. It's already set to be disliked multiple times by multiple people to the point it gets shadow banned. You know what I'm saying? We already called this. We've been called this.
And I wanted to talk to my core audience that I thought was a family in the community, the chat niggas. And what happened is, yeah, it worked for about like a year or two. And then it started getting popular. And then people started infiltrating it and just be like, oh, let's just sit here and wait for clips.
You talking to your people, nigga. You don't have people. You never had people. You got abandonment issues your whole life. Your dad went to jail. Like, nigga, why you think you got people anywhere? And I said, you know what? I personally do feel like I passed the baton to Push passed the baton to Kendrick, and now the job is done. End quote. Boy, they clipped that motherfucker up like hotcakes, but without the question.
Okay.
So the clip just starts with, and the headlines say, Joe Budden is taking credit for Kendrick's win against Drake. Joe Budden says Kendrick couldn't beat Drake without his information. It's just mad headlines. So they cut out the question, and it's me saying, you know what? I do feel like I gave them niggas and he gave. Now that we here on my platform where I can expand, I'm not expanding because I 100% stand in that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Push got a little creative. He did the research. Yeah, I don't want.
Okay, he's basically gonna explain that, yo, and I don't want to play the whole thing. He's saying, yo, I'm not saying I killed him. I'm saying that I started with the train of thought and idea that everybody else expounded upon, right? Like I talked about some of the what I perceived as fakeness or fraudness, or oh, he got his body done, blah 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 blah. Like he said, he basically said stuff. Then Pusha T took that and added some more stuff, and then you get Kendrick, who takes all of that plus a lot more and masterfully puts it into something. Now, I do have a little issue with people saying the job is done. Like the job is done is kind of like, yo, that's a tricky thing. Is this job done if you're saying that the battle is over?
Nigga, the job is done. The battle ain't gotta be over, but the job is definitely done. The nigga definitely did a proper burial for Drake. All right, he definitely did a very much proper burial for Drake. Drake had a proper burial, champ. Let's not deny those facts, okay? He definitely dug Drake a hole, and he threw him inside of it, champ. There was definitely a hole that got dug up for Orbs. There's a graveyard with Orbs' name on the tombstone. Right, Orbs definitely earned himself a tombstone this year. Career is definitely been, destroyed. Let's be honest. All right, we can look and see the numbers, and they don't add up. He's killed a lot of Drake's momentum that he had originally coming into this battle, and Drake looks really bad right now. I'm not gonna lie. You got this nigga not eating. Seems as though he, is losing weight, with not in a healthy way though. All right, he may have turned Drake anorexic. Allegedly, he may have damn near turned Drake anorexic at this point in time.
Or you're saying the job is done by you're saying you took down the guy. Anyway, let me try to get to that part, which I thought was a great point by Joe.
But there's so many different Drakes. Which one are you a fan of?
Oh, here we go.
Underneath, which is culture people.
Oh, here
well,
we
both things could be true.
True, which is why I don't want it to sound like I passed the baton to Push, like Push used everything. I said I don't feel like that. There may have been remnants, but Push had another level to go to, and he went there and did it effectively, which is why you passed the baton to him. He adds layers. He passes it to Kendrick, who also used remnants of all of that shit and added his layer. And now the job is done. In no way am I taking credit. I don't want no part to this moment. But as someone that has battled, and as an MC, and as someone that's battle tested, take my word for it. When people are engaging in war, them niggas is listening to all the disses that came before it.
I agree.
It just happens.
That's true.
It just happens. So it don't matter if none of the fans heard the shit, the participants heard it, and I can hear the remnants of the foundation laid by me.
Now he's gonna make
Sorry.
a great.
Okay, foundation laid by you sounds better. All right. You have a point. You laid down foundation that can be used to destroy Drake. All right, then that's fine. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I can agree to those. I can agree to that statement. That makes sense. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you originally had the first, 3 disses towards Drake. You made like 3 diss tracks, if not 4 diss tracks towards Drake. So you did create a foundation of how to possibly slow Drake in the future. The only difference is when you diss Drake, it didn't matter because you wasn't looked at as some type of lyrical juggernaut or someone who was a huge industry person. You know what I'm saying? Versus Kendrick Lamar, who is huge in the industry and is a lyrical giant. It's a different outlook. All right. Pusha T's looked at as a lyrical giant, not so much a huge, person in the industry, but was definitely a lyrical giant that's very much familiarized himself with the masses. You dig? So Pusha did his thing. I think it could have got worse, but Kendrick took it to a whole nother plateau for sure.
Here's the
What's
point
weird
I was
about
trying to
this
get to.
whole online discourse regarding this topic is that like all the rappers openly say, "Yo, you were dope. I'm a fan of what you did as an MC," including Drake. And yet they will be like, "Nobody knows who you are. No one listens to that shit. Nothing."
Well,
both things could be true.
True, which is why, myself, Push, the profile needed is not there. The profile, Kendrick adds a trillion things because of the MC and the person that he is. But his profile, with how he got to his main point, like when Push was putting out the blackface pictures, and some of the points he was driving was, hey, our culture is not his culture.
I agree with Joe. I agree with Joe this.
He just leaned all the way into that and put on a master class and a PowerPoint presentation and a masterful execution of that point.
Which, by the way, I think only Kendrick could do because Kendrick's whole career is.
Let me correct some of y'all in the chat. I'm not even going to bring up your comments, but someone said that Kendrick is not globally known. That's actually a huge lie. You sound insane. I don't know where you came from, but you're nuts for saying that. And someone else said, what did you say? Let me see what you said. You said something. You said Kendrick, you said Drake wanted Cole to chop up Kendrick. That's not facts. Cole dissed Kendrick on his own, but realized that he shouldn't have dissed him because Kendrick never dissed J. Cole whatsoever. So it was a misunderstanding. Also, Cole also seen things from the OVO mole that made him stay very far away from the battle because he said he doesn't want to be on Drake's side to begin with. And that's what Cole was on too. So Cole seen the weird things that Drake did and the proof of the things that he did, as did Kendrick, which is why Kendrick beat the Grams in the first place, right? Just saying. Let me see. I hit the like button, share the videos to Mayor. Let's continue.
Seemingly been so cultural infused. Like, he's making songs like "We Gonna Be All Right." He's not the guy saying, "Yo, I'm selling coke," like motherfucking Pusha T, or Joe Budden, who like most of it he was having a lot of emo type of rap type of stuff. Kendrick is a culture guy all the way. So when he realized, wait, there's a culture angle that number one, I'm a culture guy. There's a culture angle I could get at Drake. Let me really dig down and sink my teeth in. Of course it's gonna work, right? So I agree with Joe with this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And he's a bigger star at the end of the day.
Yeah, that matters.
That's
It
I started with
amazing.
profile.
Yeah.
We got Town Taxes from the homie Talk Heavy. Says Showface and push the goddamn button. Yes. Salute to you for paying your town taxes, because the last thing you want is for the IRS to drop kick those amazing doors at your home down. And I know you don't want that, gang. So salute to you for being a great citizen of the town. Let's continue.
Profile. It starts there. Kendrick is way different. I was mad that it got clipped up that way, but engagement farming, I get it. Have a blast.
Joe, can we just address the fact you have a little bias to seeing
There you go, Monty.
Drake get his ass kicked a little bit.
Bias. I love him getting his ass kicked.
All right, that just
See, I like when Joe says that. And I like when Joe says that because it's just honest and open. Yes, I want to see this nigga lose. I want to see him lose. It's fine to say that. Yo, this is one thing I've realized about the fans. I heard fans say this to me. They're like, yo, Ak, you know what we don't like? We feel you're biased. My nigga. I've always said, listen, if you watch me, like if I post something on Twitter or like on Instagram, or if one of my pages that, you know, I run through my subsidiaries, yes, that's supposed to be more of a neutral thing. If you're watching me on stream give my opinion, most of my opinion is tinted by my life experiences and my thoughts. I'm not sitting here, I'm not Don Lemon. I'm not the person who has no type of like, oh, okay, I'm just sitting. No.
Yeah, we had a severe glazer in the chat who said Kendrick is for a niche audience. If that's the case, why are there millions of people in this so-called niche viewing his video in less than an hour? Please tell me why. I'm just saying. You dig? You need better your OVO knee pads are hurting your knees. Your knees is very much swollen. And we're gonna get you a better pair. You just go to OVO.com and order them, and I will give you the funds. You dig? So I'm not putting no investments in there. You tripping, but maybe one day you'll be able to afford to do OVO knee pads. You still got the last edition. All right, when the battle was still going on, you need the new edition, the upgraded OVO knee pads. All right, your knee pads got textbooks in them. The new ones have cotton balls. Respectfully,
I always told people, hey, I am not a street nigga. I've always thought street niggas were stupid. I always thought that people who did crime should just go to jail. You're not going to get me to sit here and identify with those guys when shit happens. If you are looking for that type of commentary, like, I'm not a gangbanger. If you're looking for that, that's why, you know, people give me no credit for, I'm one of the people who have championed. When I mean champion, I've been so happy and championed other media personalities coming up that are different from me. Oh, you want to hear your super tough guy? You want to hear your gang member, whatever? You're what? Go listen to that person. Go listen to that person. And I have no problem with it, because I think everybody knows now, bro. I've been doing this shit for over 10 years. Y'all know my DNA. Y'all know me. Like, I'm pretty sure some of y'all have watched me so much, y'all could probably predict how I would think about something or react. So I can't cosplay as something I'm not. But I also understand you might want to hear the other opinion. So because I can't be, like, some people could do that. They could be the gangster, the punk, the nerd, the law-abiding citizen, the fake tough guy, the homo thug. I could only be me. So I tell you, go get other people's opinions. Joe Budden's in a different demographic than me. He's an artist. He has a different background. I want y'all to go. Y'all should listen to me and him. You're gonna hear different things from Ak. You're gonna hear different things from Joe. I'm not trying to give you a Joe Budden perspective. I'm not Joe. The people who try to give you everything, is because they're desperate for you to accept them. At this point, I think if you've watched me, you know who Akademiks is. I'm going to give you the really dope insight breakdown. Like, for example, even with the Fulio thing, if you came here, you know when Fulio died, you know what we was about to do. If you on some, nah, that shit fed. Yo, Ak, you doing fed work right now. Nah, you the police. You shouldn't even be here. Like, you're never going to be like, oh, nah, let's keep this in the streets. Let's keep this shit in the streets. Real G. Nah, that's not me. So again, I appreciate people being themselves. So when Joe,
there's too many people online talking about snitching in federal. Y'all niggas don't even do crime. Y'all don't even leave the house. What do you worry about something being federal for? And you don't even leave the crib. You can't afford to. You don't have the house keys. Your mother took them when she went to work. How the hell are you the so-called gangster? Why are you abiding by gangster rules, nigga? Because you seen 3 jail videos on YouTube. Now all of a sudden, you a gangster. You know the ins and outs of the penitentiary. Nigga, you never stepped outside. You're not allowed to. Your mother got the house keys and she locked the fridge, nigga. You're going to have to do some chores to earn a McDonald's this evening when she comes back home from work. All right? You're 30 plus, 40 plus living with Mom Deuce. Living a nasty life, all right? You never paid rent before. You don't even pay your own phone bill. You're not gangster. You're just lazy. And being lazy doesn't make you a gangster, champ. All right? It don't. Being a couch potato doesn't make you a gang member. Doesn't make you street champ. You're inside. It makes you rug, not street champ. You rug though. You're not street. You are carpet. You are living room carpet. You're not street champ. You are not concrete. But you're definitely rugs. And people on rugs definitely tell. All right? You've been begging for a grilled cheese sandwich for quite a while now. So you're telling. You're telling for sure. The detectives are going to make sure you eat the best you've ever ate in years. If you tell, champ. All right? Y'all hit the like, share the video. Let's continue.
Joe says, of course I want to see that nigga get his ass kicked. When you're listening to most of these personalities, trust me, Charlemagne is biased. I am biased. Joe is biased. Vlad is biased. We're all biased. Everybody has experiences with people or whatever that kind of seeps into their thoughts. Anyway, let me keep playing. I'm going to get to that point.
I just wanted
he was going to run from.
No, because I feel like because people
that
keep speaking to that as if Joe is just not being very aware that that's how it comes across. Like,
oh, okay.
But the bad part about it is, and I'm glad you said that, is Drake being used as a shield for what the real conversation is lying underneath, which is culture people versus numbers people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really about Drake for me.
That was I watched this podcast, and this is why Joe Budden is amazing, because him drawing out that point is exactly the conversation we've been having. Like, I've watched certain idiots on Twitter. They're like, yo, you know why Drake lost? It's because he's aligning himself with bozos like Akademiks or whatever. Hey, Joe is speaking to exactly what it is, right? Yo, put it like this. And I mean, it goes along with everything we've seen. My platform was a platform that the battle seemed to operate on. We're doing ridiculous numbers. But when it comes to hip-hop media, I usually do usually above average numbers. Anyway, Drake aligns himself with streamers who are popular. Me, who seem to be one of the more popular media members. You're going to see popular numbers. And then Kendrick, his angle was fuck the numbers and fuck the guys who deal with the numbers, even though we're not talking about the body shit right now. Let's do culture. So that was the conversation. And that's been a conversation that's bigger than Drake. And I'm telling you, me and Joe, I think about second episode or maybe even first episode of Everyday Struggle, we argued about this.
He was just the person on the cross.
Let me ask you, but do you think any person that gets to a certain level of success, that's going to be the knock at some point?
No, I think we're conflating things.
You think he came out the gate looking for numbers?
I couldn't say.
Gotcha.
I couldn't say. He was blessed enough to get him from the gate.
True.
Like he.
Okay, so I'll stop that there. If you guys want to watch it, you guys can. It's a Joe Budden podcast, episode 736. That's my guy. It's called Only Feds. So I agree with that there, and we're not going to keep dragging this Drake point because we got much more to get to, or Drake and Kendrick point. I agree with that point, right? And we are kind of at like this interesting fork in the road where I feel like the people who have been tweeting at me for like 10 years is like, like every time I tweet out first week numbers, they're like, yo, Bo, you're not covering this guy, and he's like super cultural. And I usually just say, yeah, he could be super cultural, but if nobody's consuming this shit, like, why does it even fucking matter? But then we get the perfect mix, which is a Kendrick, right? Super cultural, he's pretty good with numbers as well. It's a whole different beast, and that's the conversation, we're gonna get.
All right, that's cool. Whatever. How about the guy who allegedly killed Pop Smoke, who's now 21, who just served juvenile life, getting out, and his parole officer being worried that his life is at risk, even though he smoked a New York rapper who was very young, who didn't have real connections in LA. How about that?
Honest with you, yo, it has to scare. This is the nigga who killed Pop Smoke. He killed him when he was a teen, and now, by the age he's like 21 or 22, he's free, and he's just free as a bird. He's cutting off his ankle monitor. He basically had also a different caption. His first caption has said, "Come find me." That's what his first caption said, because I've seen it earlier. But now he changed it. He says, "This isn't to influence any negative behavior. This is what I've been dealing with my whole life. So to be violated for my safety, I refuse to let them determine if I feel safe or not." I don't know what that means. But, you got to imagine, as much as we're Pop Smoke fans and you're probably like revolted by him and you're like disgusted by this guy because he took his life, this guy in Cali is probably like a boss. Like, what I mean? He's known for taking out somebody who everybody knows. He's known as a killer. He's free. He's young. Bitch is still going to fuck him. And to keep it real, he's probably going to kill again. Do I think there's going to be any retaliation for him? No. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think so. But do I think
You don't know that. Don't say what you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. Look, Pop Smoke may not have ties out west and all that, but he knows people who do. He was very close to 50 Cent. I'm just saying, if you really want to go there, don't say what you don't know. Anything is possible, champ. Anything is possible. You don't know who knows what, who knows who, and what somebody's trying to do. So I'm just saying. Yeah, make sure y'all smash the like button, share the videos to man.
Couple years, does he end up going back to jail, or probably, unfortunately gets into some other shit? Yeah. There's not changed behavior with this guy, right? Now, I did say this, and when someone first sent me this, that this guy was gotten out, and this is a culture argument here too. And I could only control what my platform does, but I hope my counterparts, including Vlad TV and No Jumper, do not give him a platform. We do not want to hear. There is no side of the story that we want to hear. Okay? And not because we aren't interested in what happened, is because you have to understand that, other than this reporting of like, okay, he's out, this guy's going to try to make money off capitalizing off the death of Pop Smoke and the fact that he killed him. And I think if we're all responsible, or at least have some type of, common solidarity, again, I don't think it will happen. I don't think Vlad or Adam would interview this nigga. But if I did see this nigga up on No Jumper talking about how he killed Pop Smoke, I'd be tight.
How you think Vlad not gonna do it?
I would be fucking tight.
Nigga, Vlad interviewed No Plug right after he killed Bankroll Fresh in Atlanta. So why he won't interview this guy? He don't got no morals on his interviews. Vlad will interview whoever. He don't care. The day after Bankroll got smoked by No Plug. He had No Plug up there. That was one of Vlad's most disliked and disturbing videos, according to most. You dig? How you gonna say what nobody's gonna do when you don't know for sure? You don't know nothing.
All right, let's get off this. Please don't follow me there. Hold on. Yo. Yeah. Wait, hold on real quick. Yo, chat. I'm gonna send him a voice message. I'm gonna send it on stream. Yo, so chat. If you've been watching this whole stream, so I say for you to type 1, right? Bro, what I said at the top of the stream, bro. What I done said at the top of the stream, I told you. I said, didn't I say this, chat? Let me see if y'all really been tapped in with the stream the whole time. The whole time. I just want to make sure y'all tapped in with the stream the whole time, because I don't want nobody who watched me for an hour. You got to watch me for 7 hours, nigga. So, remember I posted Pop Smoke Killer? And what I say, chat? What I say? Y'all tell me what I said. What did I say when I posted this? Please tell me what I said, chat. Please tell me what I said.
Yeah, Young and Ace about to drop another. I heard about that. I seen it. Wait, I seen it. I seen Young and Ace about to drop another video. He don't care. Young and Ace don't give a damn. He's still going. He not done. I don't know if this is a diss track or not, but Young and Ace ain't playing.
Please tell me what I said. What I said. All right, some people saying it. Okay, some people are saying it. Okay, some people saying it. Okay. All right, bet. Bro, tell me how. I swear. 5 minutes ago, Adam gonna text me. I swear. Adam says, LOL.
AK, what do you think about Drake 2 songs with Camila Cabello?
Bro!
Why is Lucian making Drake do features for Change Hop on Pop Records and rap for the whites?
Yo!
Is it because
Yes, keep going.
his darkest secrets are coming to light
Yo,
and we
hey.
You got 2 songs up there. Let me tell you. That one song he trying to sound like Sean Paul and Shaggy. I don't know if y'all heard that yet, gang. Look it up. The latest with Camila Cabello and Drake. Drake trying to sound like Shaggy and Sean Paul. Nigga trying to sound like Shaggy Paul, nigga. Sean Shaggy. I'm not even joking. And they got massive dislikes too. The dislikes are unbelievable. As they should. Yeah, he's trying to be reggae dancehall Drizzy, nigga. Dancehall Drizzy. All right. Lucian got him being a true faking. He got this nigga trying to be like a fake ass Sean Paul. Real talk. It's 2 songs too. But the first one, the most popular one right now, Drake sounding like a dancehall artist. All right. Using the Jamaican tones, the Jamaican jingle.
Hey. Bro, I don't know why my alerts are broken for like Streamlabs. Yo, I'm about to fix it. I'm about to fix this shit. I don't want y'all, like, with all due respect, I get on here, I get my rants on. I'll get on Discord and talk to y'all. I don't want y'all send no TTS, nigga. This ain't whatever podcast, nigga. Like, what the hell? Nah, nigga, I don't need y'all niggas to be bumping it with a robot voice. Let me rock, nigga. Talking about Drake and Lucian. Get out of here. Talking about Drake don't rap for no whites? What are you talking about? Fuck out of here. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. Yo, chat. Real talk. 5 minutes ago, Adam texted me. Remember what I told y'all? Adam says, LOL, what you pay this Pop Smoke Killer? Shraggy? Pay me? What the fuck? Then he said, they were supposed to do it with us, but started acting weird last minute. Wait, hold on. Like that. What? Wait, hold on. Remember, this is my last post on Instagram. Then he says, and I def ain't paying him if he does another interview first. Bruh! Didn't I just say? First of all, yo. So anyway, I responded to him. I said, stop it, nigga. I wouldn't interview him if he paid me. So Adam said, LOL, he faking. Then he sends me
I can't wait for the upcoming Drake stream with his friend Dr. Disrespect. I hear that they have a lot in common.
Bro!
Nigga, why you got this AI talking, bro? Anyway, Yeah, if you interview the Pop Smoke unaliver, you're not gonna like the reception that you get behind that. And you live in Jersey, by the way, so you right across the water from NYC. And you got niggas jacking the set in other places, by the way. I don't know what Crip set Pop Smoke was a part of. I'm not gonna lie. If I knew, I would tell y'all. I don't know if it's a West Coast set though.
Who is this
He will
nigga?
probably do a podcast with Adam next. I hear they also have a lot in common.
Yo. Okay, I gotta turn that off. I'm gonna turn that off. Y'all troll me. So, yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. Y'all troll me. Okay. So he sends me a screenshot. He says this is his manager. He says he's faking it then. Apparently, the dude's manager, Pop Smoke's killer manager, puts this post up on my page saying he cut his ankle monitor off and says Akademiks interview on the way. I don't even want to put his manager. I mean, I just don't follow them, bro. I just want to show you I'm not capping type shit. I mean, bruh, look, bro, they put Akademiks interview on the way. What? What the nigga? No.
You ain't have to sit down, champ. You got a little workout right there, gang. You got up out your seat. You got a little workout. You should have stayed out your seat, champ. All right. You should have stayed out, got you a little, you ran a lap, champ. You were supposed to keep going. You did. You were supposed to keep going. Why did you sit back down, champ? You supposed to get it. You ran a lap, champ. That's an achievement. You feel me? Yeah. Poochie says light cardio. You know what I'm saying? You not done, champ. Get back up. You ran a lap, champ. You supposed to run another lap. You're not done, champ. You're not done. You get back up out your seat, champ. Hit another lap, dig? Light cardio real quick. You know what I mean? Come on, gang.
Oh! So he says that's his, so I got to yo Adam. Hold on, I got. I'm gonna send him. I'll send Adam voice note sometime. Yo Adam, I'm on stream. Hell no, I'm not interviewing Pop Smoke Killer, bro. Like, bro, I love Pop Smoke, bro. That's not even my lane. I wouldn't even do that. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like, me personally, I couldn't feel good about putting $1 in the pocket of a dude who killed Pop Smoke. I get it. The story might be interesting and intriguing. I ain't telling you what to do, but me personally,
nigga, Vlad would have did it without question. Vlad don't give a damn. Oh, you smoke somebody? Let's interview you, champ. I'm gonna have security just in case you try to do the same thing to me, champ. But we're gonna interview you anyway. We're gonna have an interview with you, champ, and just make sure you know we'll have security ready in case you try anything stupid and you try to do the same thing you did to me that you did to your op. All right, we're gonna interview you, though, champ. How's Tuesday at 7 p.m. sound? Good? All right. Set it up. Nah, nigga, Vlad would have been interviewed, son. And I guarantee you he gonna be on Vlad. I could put money up right now, nigga. Vlad, if you don't take the interview opportunity, Vlad don't got a problem interviewing nobody who stood on business and did heinous crime. He ain't got a problem doing that. You do, which is cool. But that's Vlad work. Vlad do all that. Vlad interview the criminals. You know what I'm saying?
I never talked
has
to them.
Any lyric that Drake has said aged worse than the Epstein angle is what I expected.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
What do you mean by that DRUSKI voice?
Yo. Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh, this shit got cut off. Hold on. I gotta send a message again. I gotta send a message to Adam. Wait. Yo, Adam. Yeah, bro. I'm 100% not doing no interview with Pop Smoke's killer. Bro, like, Pop Smoke's like a cultural icon out here. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, nigga, first of all, I don't know how you rock, but, bro, I be on the East Coast, nigga. I wouldn't be good out here doing an interview with him and paying him. You wilding out. So, I have no interest in his story. I have no interest in paying him. By the way, I'm on stream, so, you know, because I was talking about it earlier. I was like, I hope Adam or Vlad don't do an interview with him. I can't tell y'all what to do, but me personally, I have no interest in his story. I'm not trying to put no money in his pocket. Again, you know, I'm not trying to like do a campaign slandering him, but my platform is not trying to enrich the killer of rappers. You know what I mean? I'm just not. That's not me.
Okay.
I sent that to him. All right, yeah, bro. I'm not trying to, bruh. Yo, my nigga. Imagine if I gave this nigga like 5 bands, 10 bands to do an interview, talking about how he killed Pop Smoke, my nigga. Bruh, all money not good money to me, my nigga. Like, bruh, at the end of the day, nigga, I don't live in New York, but nigga, I be around in New York. My nigga, niggas, I would not be good, bro. I'm not trying to, like, come on, bro. And it's not even only that, it just don't even feel right to me. You feel what it's not only right to me. Also, I'm gonna tell you why it fucks me up and it make me feel away. Because y'all niggas robbed the nigga for some shit that y'all sold for like $4,000, nigga. So imagine me giving you more than that for you talking about killing the nigga. You crazy as hell. I could never do that in my life. Like, fuck the content shit at a point, man. I'm not getting.
Now you niggas got morals, but if Drake did it, you would have. Listen, man. You could glaze Drake all day. Now you don't want to interview niggas who smoke niggas. All right, bro. Where all these morals and principles come from? Nigga, Vlad is gonna interview that man, bro. Let's be honest. Vlad is gonna interview, bro. Vlad is gonna interview him. Let's just be honest. That's what's gonna happen, gang. By the way, I'm definitely doing 5 lives today. I don't give a damn, shit. Mayors might do not 5, 3 lives, not 5. Jesus Christ, 3. 3 of them things. You heard? Not 5, 3. All right, let's continue.
Give you a fucking coin. I'm not here to disrespect him or violate or go no crazy. Bro, y'all killed the man for something that y'all sold for a few $1,000s. Imagine me then giving y'all more than that or even giving y'all that amount of money to come talk about killing him. Bro, like, that sounds ridiculous, bro. That just sounds like, bro, again, I just don't want no parts of that. I'm just, I'll just say that. And again, I'm not wishing no ill will on him. I understand he was 17. Obviously, I like Pop Smoke. I know I used to play Pop Smoke music all the time, so I'm not gonna talk ill of this guy because I know he was a teen and it's a fucked up situation. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'll put it out there very clearly now. First of all, I'm not even into the habit of really paying people, but I'll be damned if I pay somebody who on a botched robbery for
AKU still ain't answer. Why does everyone WHO smashed
Bruh.
Ruby Rose underage have a song with Drake?
Yo, who the
Stop
hold on, I gotta
ducking.
turn this off.
Why does Drake seem to always hang with predators? Is it
Like, you
because
gotta
he
turn
is
that
one?
TTS off.
Oh, you got a non-glazing AI, champ. You got the Glazers. This waking the Glazers up. The Glazers was sleeping like Drake, predator. Turn that off, champ. Drake's not a predator. That one woke the Glazers up, champ. That AI is spitting. That AI said, why is Drake a predator? Why does he always hang around predator? Hey, turn that off, champ. Try to enjoy orbs. A grapist? A Geppetto? Turn that off, champ. Can't you see me glazing Drake? Turn that AI off, champ. You're ruining my glaze. Like, y'all, okay. It is. I don't know, champ. I think Kendrick sent some peoples your way, gang. I don't know. The AI spitting, though. Whatever that AI ain't with it, gang. AI said Drake is a Geppetto. All right. I hit the like, share the video.
Oh, nigga.
I don't know how to.
How the hell did you turn it on?
Nigga.
Bro, all the Glazers woke up. All the Glazers woke up, nigga. That AI woke the Glazers up with that one. The Glazers just awakened like Geppetto. They didn't like that shit. Hold on. It said, why was everyone who was with Ruby Rose when she was underage all have features with Drake? Yo, bro. The Glazers have awakened.
Nigga,
I fuck that bum ass nigga. Don't give them bums no more clout.
Bro,
They finna try to start a rap career.
Just stop, bro. Hold on. How do I turn this off?
Salute to Zion's daughter. $5 in town taxes. Salute to you, my dear, for being a great town citizen, because the Lord only knows what the IRS would do to those doors if you didn't pay your taxes. So salute to you, my dear. Champ, what's going on? They having a malfunction.
Try to raise the limit or something.
Bro, it's on another computer out there. All right, bro, chat. Like respectfully, like I'll rock with y'all. Like message on TTS because I know when y'all donate y'all hard-earned money, I want to answer to you and shit like that. But bro, like y'all,
Be real and tell Adam that he foul. You judging him for doing that. I saw your Vlad interview when y'all talked about shelving interviews. Call out the BS. Adam bad for the culture.
No. I'm just not like I couldn't do that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I can't tell somebody else how to run a business. I can't tell somebody else how to run their business. You feel what I'm saying? And also, I'm not the type of nigga who's like these are my peers too. So I'm not gonna say to Adam, yo, if you interview him, we beefing now. You know what I mean? So it's like, but really, I'm looking at his character. Like I feel like you know, I feel like
it only costs $5 to do this. Shit, I am finna be talking shit all day, gang.
Hold on, AJ. Talk for a second. I gotta go to the other computer to turn this up. Hold on, my bad. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Nah, bro. Hey, yo, that's hilarious. Whatever's going on over there, bro. What? Oh, you running laps? Oh, you're getting your cardio. Oh, champ. Whoever sending that 5 just wanted to see you do some cardio, gang. That's all it was, gang. They just wanted to see you get your cardio in. That's all, gang. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Oh, champ. We got another one. Hold on. We got more. My fault, gang.
What happened? Wait, do we have a... Oh, he got drafted? Wait, how the fuck he got the jersey on already? Oh, they just... What the fuck? He got drafted? Wait.
Salute to your incarcerated brother for putting you on to the mayor. Salute to you, champ, and your brother that is incarcerated, whoever he may be, champ. Free the guys.
Bronny and Braun on the same team. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, man. I think that's a horrible idea. I don't think LeBron in his prime no more. I think he got like 3 to 4 years left. I think Bronny, to keep it real, is not gonna make any significant impact. You know, I was having this argument about LeBron. Interesting.
Nigga, what does your bagel shaped ass know about basketball in any way, champ? Respectfully, what do you know about basketball, champ? Better question. Yeah, they drafted LeBron James' son, Bronny James, yesterday at the 55th pick of the NBA draft. Is he gonna get any minutes? Probably not. And the most playtime he'll probably get is in the preseason, if anything. All right, and during the regular season, I don't know, champ. How will he do in the NBA? It's not a promise that he's gonna be a star. I mean, who knows? You know, but playing with his pops, it's interesting. Will he actually be on the floor with his pops? I don't know. He might play 2 minutes per game. By the way, the new coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is JJ Redick. Yes, JJ Redick is the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers now. They tried to get Caitlin Clark's college coach to do it, but that nigga said he's not dealing with LeBron's BS. So JJ Redick volunteered to be the head coach, and he is the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Are the Lakers going to make it to the playoffs? Probably not, but we already knew that. We knew that already, gang. We did.
I love LeBron, and I want LeBron to break every stat because I'm tired of people dick riding Michael Jordan. Trust me. I want to talk about LeBron because he played in the time that I was very engaged with basketball. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. This is what I told people. I said, listen, just like how LeBron won the lottery in terms of his DNA and genetic makeup, Bronny lost that lottery. I think LeBron is extremely skilled, but the biggest thing that made LeBron
55th is a terrible. 55th is almost the last pick in the draft in the second round. Being a 55th pick is terrible. Does it mean that you're going to remain terrible? No. You're going to have to show and prove. Like, I think Nikola Jokic, who's a 2-time or 3-time NBA MVP, was a second round pick, all right, late in the draft, who became great. You're going to have to show and prove if you are a late second round pick, but being 55th is insane. I ain't going to lie. All right.
LeBron is that he's 6'9", and he's built like a fucking Greek god. He could jump from the free throw line from day one. He was more athletic. He was just superior to everybody.
Now you glazing Bron, bro. Nigga, Bron was not jumping from the free throw line. When any basketball people in, when have you seen LeBron jump from the free throw line? I'll wait. What are you talking about, bro? You see Michael Jordan jump from the free throw line. You ain't never in your life seen no LeBron James jump from no free throw line. Please stop, bro. Y'all niggas just be glazing everybody, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Nigga, you seen him jump from the free throw line. Nigga, you're lying. That nigga ain't jumped from the free. He jumped over a nigga that was 5'11", though. He definitely jumped over someone that was 5'11", clear as day. Him being 6'8", that is pretty achievable. And he didn't definitely. I seen him catch an alley-oop and jump over a nigga that was 5'11" and cleared his entire body in midair. Yes. All right.
Bro, his son looked like he could play LA Fitness, my nigga. Like, I'm just sorry to tell y'all, bro. I fuck with Bronny and everything, but, bro, Bronny gonna be on a team, like, passing out Gatorade, like, just waving that flag. Like, you know that thing on the bench? He's gonna be Thanasis, bro. Let's just keep it a bean. I'm not even hating, bro. Like, I really want to root for him. I think Bronny would be a number one pick, and this is what I'm saying. He's just a DNA fucked him up. If Bronny was 6'8", built like LeBron when LeBron came in the league, he's going number one. Bro, that nigga, I think that nigga is shorter than motherfucking what do you call it again? What's that guy name? Damian Lillard. This nigga's like 6'1". Damian Lillard's like 6'3". And even Damian Lillard's short. Like, the league is like a bunch of gargoyles running around, my nigga. Like, you have Giannis, who's like 7 foot. You have this Wembanyama nigga. You think it's like 7'9". Like, bro, like, what the hell? Bro, Bronny, yeah, I'm not saying he's not a decent player, but, bro, the days of...
Hey, Victor Wembanyama is the future, nigga. By the way, salute to Victor Wembanyama. Nigga, what, he like 6... He like 7'6" or some shit, whatever. He could shoot threes, he could dribble, he could do everything, damn it. He's a demigod, as they say, a demigod, right? That's Victor Wembanyama. Way better than Bronny James. Bronny James can never be that nigga. I don't know what Bronny James is capable of doing. I don't know. Is he gonna actually do something in the league? I don't know. The only reason that he's in the league is because of his father. Because if it wasn't for LeBron, that nigga would definitely be a manager at Dollar General. All right, he will be a Dollar General manager at best, and maybe one day he'll be some type of general manager. One day, maybe, or he'll still be a manager at Dollar General. All right, respectfully though.
Players like him rocking is over with, man. So, kudos to LeBron getting his son on the same team, but for what? Like, for what? Here's my thing, and I'm kind of realistic with the league. LeBron ain't winning another ring. It's over. He's gonna have his son get all the, when they're getting blown out by 40 by Denver, because you know Denver's like their Achilles heel. Denver beats their ass like it's going out of style all the time. When they're getting blown out by 40, yo, Bronny, get in the game. Bronny gonna get in there, run in there like his LA Fitness, shoot up a couple threes. He might hit 1 out of 4.
Damn, that's
never
hate.
Gonna be a starter. He's gonna be seen as a.
That's hate, bro. That's a different type of hate. You said this nigga's an LA Fitness ball. You said this nigga not even equipped for the league. You said bro ain't even an elite talent. He said nigga not even an elite talent, nigga. He said bro got an LA Fitness jump shot and he only a nigga that play at LA Fitness. Oh, you hating, bro. You don't even know that nigga. Like he still was in the draft, man. Come on, bro. He still was in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you in Dollar General right now? At least you don't work there, right?
Nepotism pick, which means that to keep it real, because here's the thing. The Lakers don't believe in him. They believe in keeping LeBron. So you know what they're going to do? They're not going to develop him. And in 4 years, LeBron's out the league. So when LeBron's out the league and he got to fend for himself, he didn't have a lot of development. He didn't really have a team that really believes in him. He's not going to have the valuable skill set. The nigga averaged 5 points. Like literally like 5 points.
Hey, look, man, ain't nothing wrong with Dollar General, man. I bought a few iPhone chargers from Dollar General, all right? Get a little, you get a little essential items from Dollar General. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? As long as you're not buying food from there. That's the thing. You don't buy food from Dollar General. If you do that, then you might have you messed up, right? And you can buy anything from Dollar General. Just don't buy food, champ. Do anything. Don't buy that. Don't buy food, champ. Okay? Respectfully. Do better. Do better. That's what I will say. Do better. Don't buy no goddamn food from Dollar General. All right? I'm just saying.
In college. Like 5 points a game in college, bro. Let's keep it a beam, bro. I'm glad he's drafted, but we all have to realize that this is just a bucket list checklist thing for LeBron. And if anything, and also for the people who thought that LeBron was going to leave, I don't think he was going to leave. Yo, this nigga is making hundreds of millions of dollars staying in LA.
Man, look, Bronny James is better than Caitlin Clark, nigga. How about that, nigga? Bronny James a dunk on Caitlin Clark right now. So, you know what I'm saying? It's different, right? Bronny James should definitely windmill on Caitlin Clark. Can we at least admit that, champ? All right. What's wrong with working at Dollar General? A lot of things is wrong with working at Dollar General, champ. And this ain't nothing against anybody that work at Dollar General or champ. Nobody in this chat wants to work at Dollar General, bro. There's not a single person that's watching this video that says, hey, I want to work at Dollar General. Nigga, nobody. Because who the hell wants to work at Dollar General? Nobody, bro. Nobody, bro. Who wants to work? Nobody at all. That's just not what people want.
LA is the market that LeBron has to stay in because LeBron does all his business in LA. He makes the majority of his money away from basketball from his ventures, and they're all in LA. He was never going to Charlotte to play with his son, but he has leverage still because he's arguably.
Don't forget, he was an MCD All-American 5-star recruit. That heart condition slowed him down. Give him a chance. Huge upside.
Yo, did the fucking computer talk to me?
Yes, champ.
Is that TTS? Bro, I did not turn TTS on. Bro, I'm not hating on Bronny, bro. Bro, I'm not hating on Bronny, bro. I promise I'm not hating on Bronny, bro. Like,
yo, why is
this
this
realistic, bro?
That's what. Hold on. Why is this nigga talking about basketball, man? Why is he talking about basketball, bro? Since when? Since when, nigga? Come on, bro. When did you start talking about basketball, nigga? Like that doesn't make sense, bro. It just doesn't. You never ever in the history of I can remember ever spoke on sports. All right, you gonna have to go somewhere with this. This is not your lane, Kane. Respectfully.
Y'all think I'm hating?
LeBron was at the pop out too, though.
Some basketball aficionados in here, man. Watch. We're gonna break it down.
Hold on. Wait a minute. She said I had to turn the volume down before these clerks get it. You was about to get kicked out the store because of the mayor. The mayor was about to get you kicked out. They was about to tax you crazy. They was about to put extra tax on whatever you was buying in there. They was about to tax you crazy. They was about to swipe twice and make sure you pay double the fees on what you bought. They was about to double scan it. They said, beep, beep, put it in the bag like you bought 2 items. You feel me? You was about to buy a box of tissue for $8.99 because of the mayor. Said Dollar General. Y'all want to work at Dollar General? Watch them. You gonna swipe your items not once but 2 times. You gonna buy goddamn a box of tissues and a toothbrush, and this will come out to $29.99 because of the mayor. Look, they gonna tax you crazy. Good thing you turned all that down. Oh, champ.
What?
Food Lion? Nigga, what? Hold on, we got town taxes. Salute to Austin Wicks, who says Drake lost to all 3 either way, LOL. He definitely lost to everything in life. Salute to you for paying your town taxes, because Lord knows you don't want the IRS drop kicking your doors down at your lovely home, champ. All right? That is crazy. Like, you hating on Bronny James. Listen, I get it. Bronny James, all right, is not the best pick in the draft. Doesn't look to be NBA ready. But who says that he can't develop? You know what I'm saying? Who says that Bronny James can't develop into a great player? Sometimes it be those players that was a 2nd-round draft pick who are great players. Look at Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is a 2nd-round draft pick who became an NBA All-Star, superstar. All right, he's a franchise player. And we got $20 on town taxes by the homie Johnny Cash 31, who says salute to the mayor in the town. Big Gotham, just got off work. Glad I caught the live. Salute to you, gang. Even though you are a little bit late, it doesn't matter, champ, because the IRS did receive your funds and they said they're not going to violate your doors, gang. All right? Crazy. Y'all hit the like shit the video, man.
No way. No way. Hold on. Where that nigga AJ at?
Nigga talking about Bronny James. Like, come on, bro.
You think he's a full-on bum?
He's the nicest. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's the nicest.
Niggas think that he could have an NBA career where he's averaging like, he's like a 15-7 type player.
Who said that?
Nigga, that's what they saying on Twitter.
You know what they saying on Twitter? Look,
yo, for chat, everybody who's saying he's only 19, I think his daddy went to the NBA at 18 for after he graduated high school, nigga, and violated at 18, nigga.
No, he did not violate at 18. LeBron James did play well in his rookie year, but superstars was wilding him out. Like, for example, when LeBron took on T-Mac in his prime on his rookie season, because I do remember this, T-Mac scorched LeBron, as he should, nigga. T-Mac lit LeBron up. T-Mac definitely spanked LeBron and let LeBron know who league it was, all right? This was back when T-Mac was in his prime, not injured, was a superstar player. Back when there was a conversation of who was the best player in the NBA, Kobe Bryant or Tracy McGrady. Back in those days, some of y'all don't remember that. But yeah, T-Mac and LeBron, when LeBron played his first game in the NBA, T-Mac definitely cooked LeBron's boots something vicious. All right? T-Mac let LeBron have it. He didn't come in the league wilding. He was a great player. But again, you had Carlos Boozer. You had, who else was on that team? Carlos Boozer was on that team. We had a couple people on that team who was not trying to make sure that Bron was the all-star player. I believe Von Wafer was on that team. Ricky Davis was on that team. But Ricky Davis was trying to do too much because Ricky Davis wasn't an all-star player. Ricky Davis was just good at dunking. Ricky Davis wasn't no real scoring type player. That's why Ricky Davis didn't have a long NBA career. You did? Yeah, Ricky Davis thought he was that guy. Darius Miles was definitely on that team. Eric Snow was definitely on that team. But yeah, Ricky Davis was Ricky Davis thought he was an all-star player. He was just a good dunker. Ricky Davis and Gerald Green might as well be in the same caliber, if you ask me, because Ricky Davis was only good at dunking. Ricky Davis ain't do nothing else special, bro. LeBron James was an all-around player, but Ricky Davis wasn't going to get you to the playoffs. Ricky Davis might have got you in ESPN's top 10 that night, but that's about it. Ricky Davis wasn't going to get you to the goddamn playoffs, nigga. Niggas don't even remember Ricky Davis. That's the crazy part.
Look chat. That's what they're saying on Twitter right there. Click that link.
What? Which chat you posted?
I posted it in voice chat. Voice chat.
Okay.
That's on Twitter. That's fucking saying on Twitter.
No,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
No, they not. Wait.
That's exactly what they saying on
So
Twitter.
you're telling me the talk of the town is that? Let me see this thing.
Oh, word for word, bar for bar.
Oh. So you think that he's gonna be like so it's Thanasis Antetokounmpo, which is
Thanasis is Giannis's brother, right? Thanasis is a god level cheeks. I think that Bronny James is better than Thanasis Antetokounmpo, respectfully. Thanasis is complete dirt. Thanasis don't play more than a minute and 30 seconds in the Milwaukee Bucks games, if that. Thanasis averages at least 2 points per game. I think Bronny James would at least be better than Thanasis. Thanasis is really dirt. Like, Thanasis ain't special, nigga. The only reason, nigga, don't Giannis got all his brothers on the Milwaukee Bucks, nigga? Did he convince the franchise to draft all of his brothers, bro? He got like 2 or 3 brothers, right? I swear to God, all of them are all on the Bucks. Like, that's insane, bro. Nasty work. Yeah, there's no way, bro. Yeah, this it doesn't make sense.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's brother that everybody think he does have some size on him. Pause.
Whoa!
But they think he's talentless.
Yes, he's only on the team because Giannis is there.
And this is where I end the live. Because what are you talking about, bro? You talk about he got size. No. Move. How about that? You lost me, champ. That's it. No more for you, gang. I'm petty now. Yeah, we're gonna have to call it quits, respectfully. We're not doing that, nigga. We're not doing that. You wilded, gang. I'll be live again in a few hours, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like, share the video. See, one thing we're not going to do is mook behavior. That's out of pocket, champ. You ruined the live. Yeah, he got some size on him, champ. But this is where I end the game. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button, share the video. Join the Discord. Discord is in the chat. We will be airing the BT Awards on Sunday night. So you tap in. If you want to see the BT Awards for free, go on the Discord. Join the Discord right now. We're going to be having a watch party for that. Join the Discord right now. Salute to the chat. Y'all hit the like, share the video. All right. But gang, it's the mayor. The one and only real New York Mayor F. Eric Adams. And you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to Showface News. Now there will be more content on the way. Salute to the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on.